Denis has a role at his organisation that is looking specifically at strategy and innovation. And I've watched with interest and reported with some enthusiasm about part of his brief, which is NAB's investment in the Open Data Centre Alliance. I'm genuinely convinced that efforts like these, taken up on behalf of the end user community, will be the difference between the failure of past efforts at what we might call cloud, like the ASP model, I think was brought up early as one that didn't really succeed, and the potential success of the cloud services that are all the rage today. So to explain why this standards effort is important to NAB, please welcome Denis.
What I'm interested in is really about how we create some competitive markets in the cloud space. So I'll just blank that for a moment. The first thing I wanted to talk about was really why it's about mastering our destiny. In the interest of a competitive market, we're looking for a global market that brings with it benefits of competition. The benefits of innovation, cost effectiveness, choice, and for banks particularly, but I think for all of us, risk management, because risk is a bigger issue in the world today. And it doesn't matter whether you say, onshore or offshore, there are a set of risks in the cloud that you really have to be quite aware of. And we believe that these are the essential ingredients for promoting enterprise adoption of the cloud. So what is it about creating a viable market that really advances enterprises' view of moving into the cloud? How do we ask ourselves questions? How do we keep our environment secure? In a complicated marketplace, how do we compare features? How do we compare pricing? How do we compare the benefits? Are we really getting what we paid for? How do we trust and verify that the provider is doing the right thing, especially around the compliance aspects of it, validating, again, what is getting paid for is getting delivered and it's being done in a secure way? And even to the extent, how do we account for carbon emissions? NAB is already carbon neutral. We have an interest in remaining carbon neutral. We invest heavily in being carbon neutral. And when we look out to our provider community, we want them to be able to do the same thing. It's part of an enterprise's corporate and social responsibility agenda.